Here, wait a minute. Actually, wait. That's the intro.
Was a perfect intro.
Well, no, it's recording. It's the intro.
Hey, Andy.
That was actually fucking beautiful.
That was a good one.
That was like really good.
It wasn't as good as mine, but it's pretty good.
Dude, it was like better.
No,
it was like
not even a little bit close, but okay.
No, like very good, like much better. Anyway, how you doing?
What?
How you been, buddy?
A lot better than you, man.
Late night podcasting.
You got beers in my system, man.
Yeah, I got this is the joke I've been making all weekend. Canada Dry. I'm taking my gut health very seriously, and then everyone starts to fucking laugh, dude. But I gotta tell you, I like the seltzers because I think they shake everything loose in there, and they empty out the tummy. Not like Canada Dry, dude. Not like Canada Dry. The way, dude, I've been on the past 2 or 3 days. I've been on the Canada Dry and Sprite Zeros, dude. It's there's nothing in here. There's nothing in here. I've also been I've been doing this interesting thing called portion control. Don't mean to brag. And I don't know if you ever heard of this. It's like, so you know how you like go to McDonald's and you go, hey, can I get a 20-piece, a double cheeseburger, a McChicken, large fry? You know how you do that? You know how we do that every single time we go? Well, apparently sometimes you can go and just get one double cheeseburger.
Like for the car ride?
Like, no, like just to eat.
Yeah, on the car ride home. Before you eat dinner.
No, like just that.
You're not talking about burger ties?
No.
You're not talking about car yum-yums? What are you saying?
Okay.
When do you eat the cheeseburger?
Okay, so you picture a double cheeseburger.
Been doing that.
Now you eat that.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You stop there.
Yeah, you don't get fries with that one.
Yeah.
You get fries with the meal, but then the cheeseburger you just could by itself. Like you say, because that's what I usually say. I go, give me a number 7 large Diet Coke light ice and a cheeseburger. Nope, that's it. Is that what you mean? Cheeseburger, that's it?
No, you say, hey, can I get
after
a double
all that?
No.
Where are we again? We're at McDonald's, right? Or where's this Jack in the Box?
We're in America.
Because Jack in the Box, I'll get a junior bacon cheeseburger for the ride. I don't understand what you're. So
no, I just found out about it. You can go to McDonald's and you can say one double cheeseburger, and then that's your order. That can just be your order,
and that's the meal.
Apparently. Apparently people stop at that.
You don't die?
No. And then you don't get tired and you have this thing called energy for the day.
But the McRib is back.
Pat, we're not eating the McRib.
I just had one yesterday. Okay, it's legitimately back. And
everyone watching, that was a bit. We are actors. Pat, this is Andy Malafarina, your friend. Stop eating the McRib.
So you didn't just eat a cheeseburger. I knew it. It was just a bit.
I went to Burger King. I said, "Can I get two? Can I get two? No." Yeah. I said, "Can I get 2 rodeo burgers?" And they said, "Did you want a double or a single rodeo burger?" And I said, "Single." I said, "Double rodeo burger." And they said, "Is that it?" And I go,
you did all this.
I start crying a little. I go,
and they're like,
"Yes, that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's
for now.
That's the only thing I'm gonna get
Yeah,
today."
brother. I know what you're talking about.
And then I pulled up, and there is a drug addicted lady on a bike in the window, and I turned into a full blown Republican. I am very.
Give me a Bible with those rodeo cheeseburgers.
Yeah. Yeah, man. But that's what I've been up to. What have you been up to? How you doing?
McRib. Like I had a McRib with fries and like and a Diet Coke and a 6-piece nugget. And I actually showed my wife the hot mustard. She had never learned about the hot mustard at McDonald's, and it's incredible.
They got hot mustard at McDonald's?
It is one of the greatest. I got a 6-piece nugget that we share. So I only get 3 nuggets with my McRib meal. So it's not like I'm really such a fat ass. But
also it's chicken, not to be like a health nut.
It's white meat. Hello, they make it with white meat chicken now, which makes me wonder what they were making with before.
Yeah, well, that's so funny. You know the whole thing about the white meat where they're like, as opposed to the dark meat, and you're like, what's the difference? You're like, this one's white meat.
We know what this one is.
No, it's just they just say all white meat. You're like, what does that mean? They're like, shut up.
It's all the same color now. Whatever.
It's like when they go to the plant-based burgers and they're like, is it healthier? They're like, it's healthier for the world.
Yeah.
And you're like,
biodegradable. It's eco. It's footprint.
It's actually the same calories with 20 ingredients, and a guy in a lab coat has to make
a lot more chemicals. You know how you didn't like GMO stuff before? Now it's just exclusively GMO.
Yeah, we put stuff in it so it looks like the fucking juice comes out as a burger. We had to have scientists make it look natural. It's good for you.
That was always my funniest. The funniest thing about that was like this has nothing to do with Aquabats or anything necessarily, but it is an interesting thing because as far as like I have no issue with the vegan or the vegetarian or anything like that. But it's just the fact that I think it's their presumption. Like it's the weirdest thing where they're like, I love this faux cheeseburger, this like whatever fake meat, whatever it is. What did you call it again? What's it called again? Impossible burgers or impossible meat or whatever. And it's always like, but their number one thing is it tastes like a steak. It tastes like a cheeseburger. It tastes like, and it's like, motherfucker, I don't eat meat because I love that cows get killed. I love the taste. That's why I'm eating meat. So it's like one of those things of like, it's not necessarily a healthier thing, but it's also like one of those things of like, I'm not eating this. I do feel morally shitty about like eating meat because I love animals so much, but it's also like, I don't do it because I love the slaughter of it. I do it because of the taste. So like you can get the taste. Also, you know what I mean? The taste exists already. It's like,
well, and also too with the meat thing, like it's I don't know, man. It's this weird thing where it's like we have to pretend it's like unnatural to like here's the reality of the situation. Like I had this realization. I watched a video on how like I watched on a stream one time. I watched a video on how KFC like how their factories work, and then like this is how the chicken gets to the KFC.
Yeah.
And I gotta be honest, when you're watching a giant warehouse process a bajillion chickens, it looks fucking creepy. It's weird.
It's awful.
Yeah, but it's just
it's a awful hellish landscape. It's terrible.
It's very scary to look at.
There's nothing nice about the slaughterhouse. It's in the name.
Yeah, but that's like but at the end of the day, like it's that, or it's this one food documentary I watched where they're talking about grass-fed stuff and the dude's snapping the necks of chickens as he's getting interviewed, and it's like I'm not here to pretend like the process of sacrificing an animal and then getting nourished by its beautiful body is not like a natural part of the shit. It's just the way we've turned it into a product is kind of yucky, and that does suck ass, and factory farms do fucking suck ass and stuff like that. But just inherently, I always get like, if you're a vegan, that's fine, do your fucking thing.
Of course.
It's the implied, well, I mean, we're obviously right and better.
No, it's not even that. It's like it's the fact that, like I said, with
I'm not saying you said that. I'm just saying, the like general, the thing with certain vegans where it's like, well, this is obviously what we should be doing.
Yeah, of course. No. Yeah, things shouldn't have to die for people to live, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, but But don't act like you don't love it. Well, like it's a thing. Like I love the taste, but I don't want the animals to die. Like I don't want them to die either. Well, I also love the taste. We're in the exact same boat.
Yeah, there's also the other end of the spectrum where it's like, oh, you also have. I remember Russell Crowe was talking about this on a fucking Rogan one time, and he's like, "Is it inhumane that I let my cows live a really full life, and then eventually when it gets to the point where you're like, this is the time we take him out, and then he feeds us for months. You're like, right, is that? Yeah. You're like, is that? And that you're like, oh yeah. So you just the process of how we get our meat is fucked up. That's really what it is.
Totally fucked up. Yeah, killing things is fucked up. I agree.
Well, I more mean the factory. I'm talking about like the factory farm shit. And how we face fuck animals with grains so they get fatter, and then all of our food fucking sucks ass.
That's way more fucked up. But even on the nicest level, it's still you have to kill your buddy that you raised.
Yeah, does suck.
You know what I mean? Like it's never good.
Can you imagine at one point I just looked at you and I go, "He's ready." We just
you're like just squeezing my side. I'm like, what are you doing?
We just after panties one day, I go, Pat, this is your last deucing.
Like, what's going on?
We take you out.
What's that bucket for in the middle of the floor? Why are you taking all the carpets up?
We just take you out back in the creek and shit.
I just go,
and then Lemaire starts crying. I go, no, he's gonna twitch a little bit.
No, it's all circle life, baby.
Circle life.
This meat's good. This meat's good.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think there's so many different, like, again, even the most humane ways of doing it is fucking crazy. There's that scene in Apocalypse Now. I know this ain't the movie podcast, but I don't give a fuck. But there's a scene in Apocalypse Now where they had was it Apocalypse Now where they had the sacrifice in that village of the cow or whatever, and it's a real thing that they actually filmed. Like that was a real.
Oh, I remember you talking about that. Yeah,
thing that they do, and it's like, it's fucked up. Like I don't know what to tell you. I don't think it's right at all, and I don't think I would ever be a part of it. But it's also like, I can't necessarily be. So like the militant vegan is a person that I'll still say like, shut the fuck up. But if you're a vegan, I'll never criticize a vegan for that decision. But I just want to make it clear, we are in the same boat. I don't think there's anybody that eats meat. I think the majority of people that eat meat don't enjoy the fact of the fact that they had to die to get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's a weird thing of like we all just like the taste.
That's why I don't like shrimp. That's why I don't like shrimp. Looks too much like it when it was alive.
I love shrimp.
What the fuck did you just say?
You're a fucking pussy. I will say that Andy's a pussy for not liking shrimp because he's a fucking pussy.
Well, your liking shrimp negates everything you said. You're a fucking poser. What did you say? Yeah.
What do you work for, Pluto? Pluto TV?
I said, oh, I hit you with the hard ER. You're not a poser. You're a poser. Yeah, that's right. That's right. One of the co-hosts of Drag the Lake is a fucking poser.
How dare you?
Yeah.
Well, that just makes you a poser because you're hanging out with a poser.
Yeah, well, I did this to expose you, so I'm an investigative journalist.
You're an exposer?
God damn it, dude. I'm an exposer of the poser?
Oh my God, you're an exposer and I'm a poser? God damn it.
Welcome to Drag the Lake. I'm
a late night cast. Guys, we normally stream in the morning. We're good boys drinking coffee, but tonight we're cracking some cold one. Wait, well, you got a seltzer. You're on the seltzer already?
No. Canada Dry. I told you I'm off the seltzers. I'm trying to be healthy, so I'm drinking lots of diet soda.
You're off the seltzer, trying to get healthier.
Yeah. No.
Try to ride the wave, but it already fizzled up.
I will actually say this to pull the curtain back. We did it was very funny because a lot of times we yap and we just what's that fucking thing called? We have friendship.
We speak.
Yeah, before podcast, occasionally we have friendship. And we friendshipped for like 2 hours straight. And then I was like, Pat, I got to take a piss. And I come back. And then I was laughing too because I was supposed to get groceries. And I was going to Steph. I was like, we haven't started recording yet. I was like, I'm not going to be able to get groceries. And then I come back and Pat's like, hey, I have to leave.
Yeah, I was kind of on a time crunch and I didn't think about it. And I really didn't realize. I knew that it was later than it was supposed to be, but my computer took a cartoonish amount of time.
But also too, the conversation was very important and it needed to be had. So it was like, we're doing this, when it's done, it's done. But the funniest thing is, like, I go to Steph, I go, I'm not gonna be able to do groceries. I come back, you're like, I have to leave, and I come back out and I go, I have plenty of time to get groceries.
Go get some groceries or I'm totally free now. Yeah, I just thought about it and I was like, fuck. I was like, I looked at the time because I had a couple of pet sitting things in the afternoon, a couple other things, but I was just like, oh fuck. If we got on time in the morning, we'd have plenty of time to chat a bit, podcast a couple things, or at least get one episode done.
It's our biggest fucking problem. Like, we have to yap. That was the irony. It's like we kind of like I was doing the podcast and then I wanted to do sort of a political conversation podcast. And that was like, oh, no more heroes work. Because we literally, before I started doing No More Heroes, we literally did it where we would do the Drag the Lake pre-show. Like, we just have to yap, dude. It's just in us. That's why, bro, I'm telling you, that's why the fucking midday show's got to come at some point in our lives. Because
do you think it's midday or morning show?
I've come to realize the way my sleep pattern is, midday works way better for me.
Okay. So you think what, like 9:30
was when I wake up, and then we get there around 11.
Yeah. Yeah, warm up. Yeah.
Yeah. This is also future when everyone realizes our brilliance and we grow
I also
bigger.
just feel like that's the thing that we need to lean into. I think we need to start as many new projects as possible. And
till it's overwhelming.
And just pour as much shit on our plate as possible. No, I'm saying, like, literally just have that be like, not that we should necessarily not do Drag the Lake or No More Heroes, because like you were saying, that like the numbers being weird or stuff like that, but like also realizing, oh, they're still on Spotify, but still being able to do that shit, but like still have either, whether it be like a every other day or every day stream show, like,
dedicated. Are you saying like almost consolidate Drag the Lake and No More Heroes?
Yeah, we still can talk about those things. Those can be like the themes of the week or the themes.
Yeah, we could do
whatever.
We could do like 2 or 3 episodes a week.
You know what I mean? Like, that's like doing that way and just spreading it out, because like not that we have to like edit it down, but like adding it to those things, because we also still talk about TV. We still talk about comedy. Our fucking wives, the goddamn cat. What the fuck are you doing? Stop it. The fucking cats. Cars,
Are you telling me we're gonna shift into middays with Pat and Andy?
Yeah, with something, man. Like, that's got to be our that's our I think that's our fucking lane, dude. Like, this is because, like you said,
casual midday talking.
Dedicated talk show, dedicated weekly talk show. You know what I mean? Like, definitely, whether it be 3 or more days a week, you know, like if there's special occasions or something like that, but like having those things, because the bros that fucking chill out in the comments, or that, dude, legitimately, I know, not to sound the gayest human being in the world, but like the shout outs about like it making their day, you know, people listening to it while they're at work, or like it making their day at work better, or some shit like that. Like, if they dig our POV or whatever, something like that, the only way we're going to get more consistent and better at it and build a bigger audience is to do it more on a more regular basis.
Well, and honestly,
that would be a lot for us, but we're still going to be us. We're still going to talk about those things, so we can just kind of.
Well, I think it's like, it's almost, you take. Wait, how is it? No, I definitely think that's a smart way to go about it, where it's like, you know, it's not starting a new thing. It's It's like, hey man, we kind of do like 3 things already.
We do a show? Yeah.
Well, actually too, honestly, because I was also saying, like, yo, I don't know if I said this again to you or not, but I joke with people all the time. I go, I don't know why Pat doesn't have an MMA show. We could just have an MMA day. MMA day.
Fold it
MMA
in.
Day.
Yeah, like a pay-per-view coming up. Like legitimately, we joke we like making decisions. Eventually, we can make decisions on another show, but we can actually talk about our picks and stuff like that on a Friday before pay-per-view.
Yeah.
We can like we are fans of and are people that appreciate talk radio. Talk radio is dying like late night. Late night and talk radio are popular because they never die. They're that, but people aren't just the way that it's being ingested now. It's just not working. But if we do every other day, if it turns out to be a couple days a week, 4 days a week, 5 days a week, weekends off, like a regular radio show, there's no reason why we can't do that like a stream. We have all the elements and we have the knowledge to put together. I have the knowledge to put together. All we have to do to put together a production sheet is a fucking group chat between us or a Discord channel where we just bring up topics as we were talking about. The fucking people that want to be a part of it can be a part of it and join shit. And then we can just have our topic.
That might work well. And then it's like the days we aren't recording together, I can also do, like when I have more of my deep dive conspiracy interviews, I can do those on the days off and stuff like that.
Just put them on the channel. Yeah, it's still you. It's still us. You know what I mean? It's still the same thing. But like, instead of having this channel, and then if you listen to this, it's all us. It's all this. You know what I mean?
Well, okay. You know what? Let's
put a pin in that.
Let's put a fucking pin in that, and then let's take action on the door.
My neighbors hate me so much. I guarantee it. I'm the worst.
That was like I was telling Steph, I was like, yeah, we're gonna be recording D&D at Pat's, and she's like, you sure about that? And I'm like, what? And
we literally only have one neighbor, and it's so funny, like on one side, right? Because we're on the corner, right?
Yeah.
And we're on the third floor. So we have downstairs, technically it's two, downstairs and like over and this wall.
Yeah.
So we were hitting them both with it, like just like bam, 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 bam.
Well, it was like it was cracking me up too because she was like, aren't you guys gonna be loud? I was like, babe, we used to record for 5 hours there with me and Pat. And she was like, yeah, but it's going to be all you guys. I go, who gives a shit?
Yeah, honestly. And that's like legitimately, that was my overall thought because
I was like, we have to record D&D. Who cares?
We got a warning when we were moving in here. We got a warning from the person that was living here before us. They were like, the downstairs neighbors are very loud, even on work nights. And I was just like, I remember sitting there one night and like, I heard them out on their balcony and I'll go, oh no, they're just Hispanic. Like, it's not like, oh, you haven't lived in a city before.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like one of those things of like, no. It's one of those things. If I'm having a party where I'm going to be playing music all night and all this stuff, I might go downstairs and next door and be like,
yeah,
hey, just a heads up, you're not invited, but we're probably going to be really loud because we're going to have a lot of people here. So, but in cases like that, I don't care. But yes, in those situations where I think we record like that stuff, like I'm not that worried about it. Because it's only, I was more worried if you remember, if that's ever record. Well, is that public knowledge?
Oh, I mean,
well, we don't know when we.
I just said it, but
but I was just gonna say, the thing and the thing you'll notice. Hopefully, it'll stay in whatever final edit comes out. I was more worried about blowing the smoke out of the window.
Yes. Well, you know what? You guys will see it when it comes.
It's so funny.
Well, it's that thing where you're like,
don't do this specifically. Okay,
like,
got it.
Hey man, can you do me a huge favor and not be the biggest fucking retard? And he's like, got it.
Yep.
Is the biggest fucking retard. Yeah. But then you're like the comedic part of your brain is like, well, that is the funniest thing ever.
It couldn't be. There's no way it could ever be mad. It was like, it's like a thing where it's just like, yeah,
so funny.
Of course it happened because I didn't want it to. That's the world.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, or music. But yeah, well, either way, we'll be talking about, because I also feel like with this, and I love doing the show like this.
Yeah.
But like revisiting old records and stuff like that. I think us talking about it, processing it over the week of like we're listening to it throughout the week, and also giving us enough time to talk about current music. I'm not ingesting enough. I'm focusing too much on like the older stuff that we're doing, and I'm not like enjoying like newer stuff and stuff that I want to listen to.
Yeah, let's put a pin in it.
I had a Jersey Mike's Philly cheesesteak. God damn. Shout out to Jersey Mike's, man.
Shout out New Jersey Michaels.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my
New Jersey Michaels.
New Jersey Michaels. Like, I mean, Texas, get your shit together. That should not be like a good substitute for sandwiches for us.
Yeah.
But it is, and they're holding it down. No, let's well, we're recording tomorrow. We'll fucking, you and me will hang out afterwards and we'll game plan a little bit more. Cause honestly, too, like, I'm glad we're talking about this because I think the goal for you and me is like we always want to do daily radio shit.
Mm-hmm.
So like, why are we doing 50 million things that aren't that?
Also, I was thinking, if we have guests or anything like that, we can always have a guest either at your house if they're closer to you, or my house if they're closer to me. Like if you have, and like we legitimate, I have another chair. Look, I have another chair right here.
Yeah, no,
I can show you right now. Hold on.
No, when I was there, you had a couple chairs. Here, wait. Do you want to take the whole screen?
Oh yeah, that'll be easier. You can see it a lot easier. See this?
That's a second chair.
I'm sitting in one right now, but this is a whole different one.
So someone could sit in that chair and we could talk to them.
I have other mics too. Hold on, I can get the camera. Hold on. I just got to open the closet. Hold on. Where's it going?
Where's it going?
Where's it going?
Is that doing a full 180?
Get back here, you fun up. What's happening right now?
I don't know.
Robots are taking over.
Robots are taking over.
Much like the robots in the fury of the
Aquabats. I had a very interesting. My main takeaway from the Aquabats, I'll start off with this, is I respect the hell out of them, but boy howdy, I'm good after 4 songs.
Yeah, I revisiting this, I was like, and even I think even in my like them live, much like Guar, I feel like Guar always kind of got the same rub that the Aquabats did, as far as like, oh yeah, they're fun for or they're a gimmick, whatever. But like, I'm like, no, they're a lot better than they get credit for. The Aquabats were the Aquabats and Guar, both of them. But like, I was a Guar guy, partially. But like, seeing the Aquabats live, it's a full like much like I've talked about NoFX in the past. Like, it's a full performance. It's a fun like take on a kids, almost like a kids show or like a radio like crime drama. Yeah, like acted out on stage. Well, that's what I mean. Have you ever seen them live?
No, I've never seen them live. I've seen clips and stuff like that. But no, it's funny you say like a kids show or whatever, because
they did, yeah.
Well, Aquabats are, first off, this might be a hot take. Through, just math, Aquabats is new Andy, dude.
But hey, by the way, Andy, if I could just, I've got you to now. You're burping on mic, and we're growing. We're growing together.
Corrupted me.
What the next step in your Pat evolution, if you want to join me,
my Pat evolution,
is you were about to say math, right? Just say it in burp. Go math. It never fails to get a laugh. It will always get a laugh. And if they don't laugh, fuck them, because they're an idiot. Because it's the funniest thing in the world to say. First of all, if you say fuck, anytime I say fuck while I burp, it's the
no, you're right. It is funny to just be like, yeah. So if you do the, it's so funny.
So yeah, we're gonna be doing this every other day, maybe.
Oh my god, dude! I can't wait till we do middays. I mean, honestly, dude, if we want to mush them all together and do Pat and Andy in the morning,
I loved. What was the idea? The joke poster I made from 9 to 11 with Andy and Pat.
Yeah, from 9 to 11.
Oh, I almost maximized the wrong screen. Hold on.
Yeah, fuck. I have so many things. Are you doing some jazz?
Yeah, but I think my jazz is out of tune, so I get
a little tapped out.
But
gotta get a new read.
I'm still here. I'm right here.
Gotta get a new read.
Actually, I think we're good. It could just be. I can just work on my flute over here. Over here.
Your flute? Is your flute blinking?
It's weird. It's like it's weird. It's out of tune. I just gotta tune it up a little.
Well, the thing about your flute is you gotta blow on it when it starts blinking. That means you hit the note.
Sometimes I gotta tap it a little bit.
No, it is the thing about when you do the math, it is kind of funny because like everyone talks about the Aquabats and you're like, oh, they're this like funny ska band that dresses up, and I go, honestly, like math wise, percentage wise, they're not a ska band.
Yeah, and that's the thing is
dude, I didn't realize that. Like literally, the Fury it's the return of the Aquabats, which I said last episode.
Yeah,
hilarious to have your first album be called that. That's the funniest fucking thing. And then the Fury of the Aquabats, and they're solid ska albums. Like they hit all the good standard mid 90s fun ska,
rock, surf punk.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. But they're literally the only ska. I didn't know that. I thought they stayed ska. It's the only 2 ska albums they have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because later on. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, and then it's like I will say the Aquabats versus the Floating Eye of Death, having it come, I listened to a little bit of that and it felt like the most well-rounded like piece that they have because it feels like it's like a whole story and stuff. That was very cool. And then actually I listened to Charge sounds like that's a good album.
That's like it's like a new wave punk album. It's so fucking good.
But you know what's funny is I listened to a little bit of every album, and Charge is funny because Charge is basically them. It's their last hurrah at trying to not just be a kids band. Because when you listen to High Five Soup and the other ones, they're in their like Yo Gabba Gabba era. They're clearly being like, dude, literally High Five Soup. The first song on it is
it's not ironic anymore.
Well, the
names of stuff like where you're like it's not cute anymore.
The first song is called The Shark Fighter, and you listen to it, and it's like I'm listen to I'm like, what is this fucking bullshit? And then I go, wait a minute, this is the Yo Gabba Gabba band, and I think about it through the lens of like, what if I was a 8-year-old or whatever fucking kids into this shit?
I would think it's pretty fucking cool to fight a shark.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, I'd be fucking rocking out like, yeah, dude, fight that fucking shark, dude. And I'm like, oh yeah, they're like, and that's like listening to them realizing like, oh, this is your final form. Is this fun band for like, dude, if you're in elementary school and you hear the Aquabats, you're like, this fucking rips.
Dude, it's like, so think about when you were a kid and you heard Weird Al and you were like, damn, funny shit can like rip.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or like, again, like NoFX or like stuff like that. Damn,
John Mellencamp ripped him off.
Yeah. What the fuck is Michael Jackson doing out here calling himself the king of pop when he's stealing all these Weird Al songs?
Madonna, write your own fucking songs, you stupid
get your
bitch.
Own songs, you dumb bitch. So, I think there's a weird like there's a weird connection of like you said, like the Aquabats being a ska band. They're like, if anything, they are a surf punk ska. Like, again, like I said, once you take the horns out of it, they're just a new wave band or a surf punk band. You know what I mean? So they weren't necessarily ever dedicated. And it being similar to Guar in the sense that, like, aside from the lead singer, you can kind of interchange a lot of the guys in the band, and that's
throw whoever you want in there.
You know what I mean? So like, it's kind of a perfect opportunity to continue to go on and on and on and on. And like, but the songs, I think the point that you made of like, after like 4 or 5 songs, you're like, I'm good. You know what I mean? Like, cause like, and it's just something that I don't know. I don't know what. Maybe that's the thing. So like, we're not kids in that sense. Like we're in the sense where like them being like them making the songs just too edgy enough to make them kid songs for so many years, kind of shot themselves in the foot to the point where they're like, okay, well now we have a kind of a following, but it ended up turning out to be a blessing in disguise because they were able to go, now all these people that were fans of ours as kids have kids, so we're gonna make a kids show and we're gonna fucking milk those cunts for everything we can. Well, and like, you know what I mean? Like it is a win-win because they're like, we're gonna write the same fucking songs. Like the Cat with Two Heads is a fun, spooky 90s Nickelodeon song.
Yeah, but it's like the way they write them in their later part of their career. There's clearly an intent to appeal towards kids. Like I think their earlier shit, it's more of like, what if, let's appeal to silly adults.
Yeah.
And then like that, you can only do that for so long before, like, I don't know, you just kind of run your course.
But think about this. Like, think about like Weezer. You know what I mean? You take your car to work, I'll take my board. It's just kind of this weird thing where you're like, that sounds like a fucking kid song too. You know what I mean? Like,
that's the thing. Like, it's kind of funny where you can find all these correlations between different type of songs. It's like when someone thinks they stumble upon, like, look at all these bands ripping each other off. I go, no, there's this thing called popular chord progressions.
And
it's
called song structure.
Well, that's the thing. It's like so much music is all the same. It's just presented to you different. That's what I found out when we did the Ramones episode. Is like they were just like, yeah, we just took like rockabilly songs or some shit like that and just sped them up, or we did like doo-wop and played them faster.
When there's a like, but there's a point where, and we've talked about this, where like there's not reinventing the wheel, and then there's like doing it to the perfect pinnacle. Like this, like Super Rad is, if not the greatest ska song of all time, has to be top 5. The song Super Rad, the song that opens up this album.
Yeah.
It just fucking, it punches you. It's got the horns blasting. It's got the energy. It's got the goofiness, the silliness. You know what I mean? Like
musically, I get you. Musically, I agree. My whole thing is just like, and this is why I'm glad the Aquabats pivoted to be for kids, because my whole thing with the music of this album is fucking fantastic, but it's like the thing that always, maybe it's me giving too much of a shit, but it's always that thing that gets in my ass where I go, this is why everyone laughs at ska bands. You know what I mean? Because it's like the music's good, but it's like they're singing songs about like, my best friend's a chicken and we go down to the chicken store. And you know what I mean? But also too, like, that's me. That's the hipster in me. That's like, it's like, dude, just chill the fuck out. Like, it's like I kind of have the two dudes dancing at once.
Yeah, I get that, but it's also like, I've never gone into it. I've never gone into ska. Like, there are those serious ska bands, or like more edgier ones, I guess, ska punk bands, even like Link 80 and like even like Leftover Crack and like stuff like that, or Choking Victim, and where it's just like they're not like ska, or like I can't. Against All Authority is the other band I was thinking of. Yeah, those ones where you're like, they have like a edge. They use distortion. And,
like ska. Those are the ones that are like ska minus the horns, right?
No, because Link 80 still has like trumpet and or trombone, and Against All Authority uses them, but I don't know if they have a dedicated horn section. But I think you're right. Yes, essentially yes. It's just that harder edge shit, like faster stuff. But it's like Aquabats don't. I don't know. The reason I feel like I can give them distinction of like surf punk or something like that is because they don't ever have that hard distortion, really.
Yeah.
So like but they're also this goofy. The fact that them being super goofy and crazy gives them the excuse to. It's not just like 4 dudes in suits talking about a banana farm. You know what I mean? Like these guys are in superhero suits with masks, and they're fighting a banana villain, a giant talking banana or something. You know what I mean? Like something like that. And then they were just like, hey, if we just don't curse, we can just do these same fucking songs for kids and make $1 billion.
Well,
and they're just like, oh yeah.
I think like I feel like, did they curse on their earlier stuff? I don't even think
I don't know if they really curse ever, really.
No, because it's kind of funny where like their whole catalog works with, like, if I had a kid, I would be fine with them listening to the whole catalog.
Mm-hmm.
It's just there's a noticeable shift after Charge that you go,
yeah.
High Five Soup is when you started specifically going, these songs are for kids.
These aren't even mistakable for anything else. Yeah.
Everything before that, it was silly songs where they made sure to not curse and be family friendly.
But that's the pivot. Like there has to be a pivot. So like that's what the pivot we never talk about. Like we never get with Pennywise or those bands that we're saying like after
Pennywise
a while
should write kid songs.
Well, no, I'm saying like they have to pivot to something else. I mean, if they could, I mean, Fletcher throws kids love throw up. They like getting slimed on. So like Fletcher could throw up on kids and just be like, sliming them.
Slime the kids, play Fuck Authority. It's a good fucking show, dude.
But I still remember the first time hearing that song, it being censored on MTV, and I'm like, this feels like it's defeating the purpose of the song. But but like there has to be a pivot for a band where either you go, we're going to stop writing new songs and we're going to just we're going to tour the hits and we're going to remaster, or we're going to do something else. You know what I mean? Like, or we're going to write new albums, but not really rely on that. But we are going to rely on the 25th anniversary tour, the 30th anniversary tour of these albums because they were huge hits. But like, or folk music, we talk about it all the time with like punk bands ended up being like turning into folk country, singers or singer-songwriters or something like that.
Yeah,
there's pivots that you can make.
Well, and honestly too, they were smart about the pivot because let me pull up their discography. I mean, yeah, it was literally at the time, for the fourth album is the nail in the coffin for bands like this.
Yeah,
it's so hard for bands like this to stay relevant after a fifth, and that's why it's a really good thing you're pointing out, where it's like once you hit that fourth album, it's like sometimes you need a fucking pivot because then you turn into, and I mean, they don't have trouble selling tickets, but who's been really into the last couple Bad Religion albums? It's like they're not bad.
No, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's like you can continue to put out new music.
Yeah, they're not bad. I fucked it up.
But when they come to town, play the hits. You know what I mean? Like we're play some new songs, but play the hits.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you're playing anything post whatever the one that had Los Angeles is Burning, if you're playing any songs post that, like what are we doing?
Right. So something like the Aquabats, I think after about 4 albums, they're like, well, we're pretty much already kind of a kids band already. We can turn this, or they've thought about it at this point where they're like, we got to pivot. So I feel like I'm always happy to support a band that's doing something different. Like there's plenty of ska bands out. There's plenty of guys out there in like baggy suits with chain wallets dancing around and all this other shit with spiky hair. What, in this current time, but like the Aquabats in real time were like it was a show. You know what I mean? Like you not only got great music, much like Guar, it wasn't even, I wouldn't even say it's definitely toned down. Like there's not like,
that's a really good distinction. Like there's bands that go out like, and I'm not, no shade, really love this band, but the Hives, they go out and they wear their outfits to play.
They have a uniform. Yeah. And it's like, cool.
We all talk.
What else you got? And they're like, other than that, we're just rocking.
Yeah, we're just rocking. Oh, and we're rolling.
Ooh.
But then, it's Aquabats are like, no, we're characters in this broad story.
Yeah, here's a story where like
that's my thing. I respect the hell out of the Aquabats. It's just like I get I get my full very quickly with them.
Yeah, and I would say even as an Aquabats fan, I also get my fill pretty quick. And I still like the hits, but still even the deep cuts, there's still a couple of like there's an instrumental on this that is again, it's just like it's just so dated sounding surf rock. Like it just reminds me of like a Nickelodeon commercial or something. You know what I mean? Like it sounds it's not that it's just kind of like one of those things. It's not even in a nostalgia way. It's just this thing where I'm like, all right. But again, there's songs like that the Aquabats have, like the Cat with Two Heads, what is it? Super Red, I think I still think is one of the most perfect songs ever. Hold on, let me pull up the track listing real quick.
Listen to Guar.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's never gonna change. I'm still going through trying to figure out exactly which of their albums I think is the best. But I think Fury of the Aquabats. Oh yeah, Red Sweater. Like something like that. When it's like this bop shoo wop, they start out with that one. I'm already getting like I need seeing them live kind of gives you that little palate cleanser in between songs. When it's just the album, I'm like, I need a little break.
That's a good point. Yeah, when it's just the album, you're just getting bombarded with like the thing. Yeah, I would go see them live. You know what I mean? Like I would definitely have fun seeing them live. Excuse me. One thing I got to give them props for is it like reignited my love of ska because like I said before, not that I ever stopped liking ska. I got back into it this week or last week. I got back into it and I was just like, oh yeah, this is it's not just like, oh yeah, I listened to a little Less Than Jake or some Streetlight Manifesto for nostalgia. I was like, no, I like this shit. Like I was going back listening to some Big D and the Kids Table. It's just good. It's just good living music. Shout out the Interrupters. Their earlier shit really gets me and stuff like that. And then I was just going into like, because ska has a bunch of waves and stuff. I was just hitting up shit that was like, I was finding playlists that were like the first wave ska and all this, like, you know, it's a lot simpler toned down music, but you can hear the and I was just like, man, because I'm a big, I've been, and it's why I want to give myself, I want to dip my toe into like industrial music because I noticed I like a little bit of a repetition in the groove, and ska has that where it'll be like the drummers doing a lot of 4 on the floor, offbeat on the hi-hat, bass is grooving, guitars doing upstrokes, and it just creates this groove, this repetitive groove that like builds upon itself, and it becomes like a jam that moves out into a broader vibe versus specifically like here's a cool part or there's a cool. It's just like a lot of the good ska songs that incorporate the key elements of ska are just like a big vibe, and it's like
I'm a big fan of the reggae ska.
Yeah, and I like the reggae inspired shit, but I also like because I like the stuff that sounds. I like shit that sounds like the Specials mixed with And Out Come the Wolves. Like, you know what I mean? Like it has that old school feel, but it also has like some fast forward motion to it. That's why those first 2 Interrupter albums are really fucking good to me.
There's a I think the band is the Argolites or something like that. Like there's something like that where I'm like, as far as like a groove band or whatever, groove kind of ska reggae band is something like that. Where I think you're right. The Out Come the Wolves ska is the exact ska that I like. I'll always fuck with the rock organ, the upstrokes, the fucking like
that beat that's kind of
the
like
laid back, the laid back shit. Like I'm not necessarily the mean, I'm in the right mood. You fuck me. You can fuck me with some mustard plug, but you can put a mustard plug in my butt. You know what I mean?
You fuck me, I'll listen to a little bit of ska.
Yeah, if you fuck me, I'll enjoy it. No, I think mustard plug or like skank and pickle or something like that. Like the ridiculous ones are still really good as well. But like I always preferred the ska punk or ska reggae punk or something like that. Something like that included the distortion or had some kind of rock instrument, whether it be rock organ, rock guitar, or even like went like fast, slow, something like that. Against All Authority is the best example of that, where they would have the fucking ticket, and then they just fucking like thrash punk. You know what I mean? Like crazy shit. So like something like that where it was definitely a spectrum for sure, huh?
You listen to Big D?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Big D does that a lot, especially on like their earlier albums.
They actually stayed at did I ever tell you they stayed at my brother's house?
Seriously?
Yeah, on tour. They was early on. They actually played a show with my friend's band, or my friend's band played a show with them when they were in town. And I don't think they were as big as they ended up getting, obviously.
Well, to be fair, unfortunately, they never ever really got that big.
Maybe just in general, yeah. So like I remember being really excited that they were staying at my brother's house, but they ended up staying. They played a show with my buddy's band. They were really cool guys and everything like that, and they ended up hanging out and partying with my brothers and friends and stuff like that at the house.
Yeah, I always
else to report. They're just really cool guys.
Yeah. Well, I always liked them because they had that vibe of like there'd be all the bands that would just lean in to be like, we do drugs all the time. And I was always like, yeah, I like getting fucked up, but I'm not like that guy. And then it's like, I think I will say this, a lot of the straight edge hardcore bands, the fact that you guys can't chill out and you're so fucking angry, it does make you write some good tunes. But also like
we really focused on some art.
I mean, they really figure out the fucking aggression and shit like that. But like philosophically, I don't really get on board with that. It's why Bomb the Music Industry ripped to me and Big D ripped to me. It's just like always these bands of like, yeah, man, I'm not like a drug addict, but I like to get fucked up. And like, it's just always like they would have this cool thing where they had this song Little Bitch, and they would just very regularly record these videos where they would sing the song and just have people like chugging beers and stuff. And it was just like a fun party vibe and shit like that.
I always liked how NoFX, and even ironically that like how like Propaganda would do like ska punk or something like that. Actually, Propaganda was the band that came up with the song Ska Sucks, which is ironically a pretty good ska
oh yeah,
song.
They did. I forgot they wrote that song. That's so funny.
But like even like NoFX, something like I don't know if you would consider Anarchy Camp necessarily a ska song, maybe reggae song, something like that. You got splashed?
Yeah, I got fucking my water cup jizzed on me. Yeah, but Anarchy Camp's pretty ska.
You know what I mean? Like I just like that. I think even when done sarcastically, I still really appreciate like a full. I'll tell you what, and it's something that I really appreciate about like Chicago and certain bands and stuff like that, where like a big brass section or a big horn section or anything like that. So like ska, when done, in my opinion, right. Because I don't mind the corn dog circus, wicked dicky, like shit like that. But when it's like
you would like a fucking corn dog circus. I love
corn dog circus.
That's honestly right. It's like your fucking alley.
I'm gonna put my button up shirt over my wife beater, my flip flops, and my fucking cargo shorts, and I'm gonna go to a fucking corn dog circus, and I'm gonna listen to the song.
Corn dog circus would rip,
but might be the name of the album. Or might be the name of the episode.
Nate would even come.
Right? He would love it. He would double fist it. He would get airtight at the corn dog circus. But I think there's limits.
Did you see my tweet, by the way?
I don't have Twitter anymore. Sorry.
Okay, sorry. I'll bring it up when you're done talking. But I had the greatest zesty Nate tweet of anyone's goddamn life, dude.
But when there's like a little bit of like seriousness or a little bit of edge to it, I like it a little bit more, but I just love
100%. No, ska needs to be upbeat. Ska needs to be upbeat and silly, but it can't be a joke.
Boom. You nailed it. That's exactly right. It can't.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be a joke, but unfortunately, Corndog Circus is kind of a fucking joke, but it's still. Wait, what's it say? I can't read it. Sorry.
It says, if you've never been hit with gay allegations, you're not fly enough. And so I got a picture of Nate and I put a speech bubble underneath it. I was really proud of that.
That's a good one. But yeah, I think there's just a I think you're exactly right.
CORNDOG CIRCUS.
Yeah, CORNDOG CIRCUS.
Yeah, it's gotta be. Well, no, it's like that's like all the some of the best ska bands. Like if you listen to those early Less Than Jake albums, like lyrically, they're kind of like saying some, for some teenagers in the fucking suburbs and stuff. They're being like, this is what I fucking care about. They're not just going CORNDOG CIRCUS. Wiki, 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 wiki. It's the best way to put it. That's what annoying ska music is.
Yeah, it's CORNDOG CIRCUS.
CORNDOG CIRCUS, farting on my girlfriend.
Exactly. That's the chorus. Yeah, that's the chorus. CORNDOG CIRCUS, farting on my
girlfriend.
CORNDOG CIRCUS, my dog just shit.
CORNDOG CIRCUS, I'm such a dork. CORNDOG CIRCUS, not getting laid.
This is 3.5 beers deep, Pat. I was trying to search Less Than Jake, and I put in Jake, and I was like, no, less than that. Less than Jake. That was way off. But no, Hello Rockview. No, shit. What's the album?
Losing Streak. There's Hello Rockview, Losing Streak.
Yeah, Hello Rockview is 1998. That's the one where I'm like, that's the perfect mix in my opinion. There's very few CORNDOG CIRCUS.
Hello Rock. CORNDOG CIRCUS is so funny. Yeah. Hello Rockview, because that's got all my best friends are metalheads.
Because it's clowns eating corn dogs too. It's so silly. It's such a silly sight to see corn dogs going into a clown.
History of a Boring Town.
Losing Streak.
Al's War, I think, is a song about an alcoholic. Like,
yeah, it's like it's not like a. It's not. There's Guar again. Sorry. It's not serious, but it's like they're.
Funny enough, Guar may have wrote a song called CORNDOG CIRCUS.
Actually, Guar writes a fucking pretty nice ska song. Saddam Agogo is. Did you ever get that? Did you get that deep into there?
Yeah, I remember listening. I forget how it goes, but I remember liking that one because I
also the song "The Performer" off of their 1990 album, "We Kill Everything," is like it's a great like upbeat fucking. It's got fucking like the fucking horns like and everything like that. They would have horn sections come out and people in weird makeup and shit. I think Slaves would play like horns and shit. So like I like any band that dabbles in a ska song. But when it's like you said, when it's a joke, it can be silly, it can be funny, it can be lighthearted. It's ska. You know what I mean? It's not reggae. It's not fucking it's ska. Ska is its own fun
Ska's
thing
annoying.
In America.
Also, ska's annoying when you take it super seriously.
Would you say American ska? I think American ska is CORNDOG CIRCUS. I don't think British people do. No, they do baked potato on a truck circus. Baked potato with beans circus.
Well, yeah.
A baked bean circus, baby. Bing bong, boom bang, bing boom.
Well, have you ever listened to Madness?
Yeah, but don't they just like aren't they like spookier than they are like silly?
Well, I mean, here, I'll show you.
I think I'm thinking of the one Madness song that everybody plays.
Like, oh wait. Literally how the video starts.
A bunch of goofballs.
Yeah, and then the whole video,
fucking idiots.
Well, then it's like,
okay, I can hear the music. I can hear the music by just watching the video. Oh yeah, and they do that.
Rip,
okay, yeah, I know. Yeah, they're pretty silly.
Yeah,
Okay,
they're silly.
You're right.
You know, it's band kid. It's band kids. Well,
that's a
yeah, because I will say, like late '90s, a lot of late '90s ska, American ska, is what kind of ruined it to the mainstream.
Yeah, Skank and Pickle, and like I said, but I like
it's a lot of
I like that.
I do, yeah, no, I do, because that's the thing is like there's so many genres that get too serious, and it's like I love And Out Come the Wolves, but I don't want every ska band to be that. Right. Also, I love Real Big Fish, but I also don't want every ska band to be that. I want like
well, I mean, but I'm just saying that, but like they're like the Burt Kreischer of ska bands, where it's just like, all right, guys, knock it off, calm down.
You're just 20 years later, you're like, oh yeah, you guys still got checkerboards. That's neat.
Cool. You guys look really tired. Are you okay? Like after a while, it's like if you party every day all the time, it's like it can't always be a pizza party, guys.
That's the best way to describe Real Big Fish. You guys look tired.
You guys look so fucking tired, and that's okay. It's okay. You've been partying every. You were like Spuds McKenzie on like you're redlining Spuds McKenzie right now. And you gotta
sleep. Go to sleep.
Stop thinking about pizza all the time. Just go to sleep. We all love beer. It'll be here when you wake up. Don't worry.
Yeah. Losing your girlfriend does suck. Go to bed.
We know your parents are out of town, but you still got to go to bed on time, guys.
Bed. Real Big Fish, if you're watching this, bedtime's 11 p.m.
It's like it's literally like they got home alone, but their parents never came back, and they just never learned how to function as humans. And it's like, bro, just calm down.
After a week, they're like, they're really not coming back. I'm really by myself.
I could really have pizza for every meal every day, and you're like, yeah, but you really shouldn't. Real Big Fish. All right, okay.
Real Big Fish, stop eating pizza and orange soda. Stop.
Your cholesterol. You're in your 40s.
Real Big Fish, eat vegetables. Real Big Fish, eat chicken.
Eat some chicken. Eat some white meat chicken.
Real Big Fish, eat grilled chicken. God damn it. Stop eating pizza.
Hey, baby girl.
Hell yeah, dude. Great episode. Man. I have to piss so
That's
bad.
Awesome. So did you?
Well, let's Well, here's the thing. We might have a completely new future for us talking to microphones. So you and me need to hang out and have a conversation about this and figure out how we're going to go forward.
If you agree with are you going to keep that in?
What I'm saying
we said earlier? Well, like with the whole thing that we've just said for the hour. And
I mean, it was like a half hour.
Okay. I was going to say, that was like most of the episode, but like if you agree with that, if you think that would be a cool idea, pound off in the comments. She's climbing in my hood right now.
Well, and also, I'm kind of excited about it too, because we can kind of like branch out into more shit and talk about like TV shows and new shit and stuff like that.
It can be these old things. We're going to talk about those things no matter what. We can have a thing that we are talking or watching that weekend or that week. And then, obviously, every time we get together to talk about these things, we end up talking for 2.5 hours before we start recording the episodes. You know what I mean?
And you and me want to do a fucking radio show at some point.
So like we can.
Hey Pat. It's some point.
That was good. She's got the gift.
She just whispered in your ear. She goes, "Fucking book it.
It's time.
It's time."
She burped. She went, "It's time."
All right, I have to burp out of my penis. Did not like that. It's time for her to leave. All right. Thank you. We love you guys. See ya. Be about it. Peace.